273 media.
23 media.
273 media. We are moving to 273 media. Moving together.
Moving together.
273 media. We are moving together.
So indeed we are moving together. A very warm welcome to you to 273 media. As usual, this is the home of interaction, this is the home of motivation, education, forgetting not entertainment. So by the way, mmekuwa true sana. By the way, first let me thank the returning subscribers, the current bado wenye wana subscribe. Yeah. So as usual, keep calling me Leshan, Kelvin, and they also call me the true definition of tall, dark and handsome. But hapo sasa kwa tall, dark and handsome, hapo ndio tashwishi inatokea, kwa sababu nilienda church nikapata demu yangu akisema give me an handsome boyfriend. So hapo sijui kidogo. But now yeah, so today is another day that the Lord has made for us to be happy, and is another day we have another guest here tukiwa nyumbani. So our interview of the day, he will introduce himself. He's a man of integrity indeed. So without further ado, let the interviewee introduce himself. So bro, welcome to 273 media.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
My name is Ochieng Justus. Currently a student, pursuing education. Yeah. I'm currently on my 2.2. That's a success, all right?
Yes.
And also an achievement. I thank you for the call that you just gave me the other day, so that I can turn up for the interview.
Yeah.
And I've tried so much to maintain my time.
We say thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm coming from Homa Bay, and currently we are in Nairobi.
We are here
for a success aim. Right.
Kila kitu ni success aim.
Yes.
So let's start.
Yeah.
Let's now get into it.
Yeah.
So just tell us your background. Umetoka wapi? Ulisomea wapi primary? Just yeah.
Thank you so much, my brother. Actually, my background in terms of education or born or what,
zote tu kijaribu kuunganisha.
Just one a summary.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay. Let me say my name again. I'm Ochieng Justus, by the way. I come from Homa Bay. My background education was, I can say that I began my primary nearby home, where Nilingangana, my friend. Then I pursued a maths which took me to Rio Boys. Initially, I joined Ratanga Boys and finally made it here. I'm the firstborn of family, and without forgetting, in both of the high school and primary, I became, let me just call myself the president, right? By then, yes, I became the president both two schools. And now I'm here. I thank the Lord. I'm the firstborn in a family of 5. Yes. And
so now being the firstborn,
yes.
Now portray a picture that you are very responsible.
Exactly, yeah.
And a leader.
Yes.
Because we say always that everyone is a leader of himself. Sasa mimi ni president wa maisha yangu.
Yeah, even me I'm president.
So nikipandisha uchumi, nimepandisha uchumi kwangu.
Exactly.
Nimejipandisha. So now have you ever been a leader apart from now being head of your family, of your siblings?
Okay, I've been a leader in several matters. Let me start with the university that we are. Okay, let me say I was the first year representative, the way I joined. Currently, I'm the chairman for, that is in ZII or Nagi family, I'm their chairman. Currently, I'm the chairman for Nagi in Puea, and I host several groups and several organizations back at home. Yes, that can say somehow I portray good leadership to them. Yeah.
Just to start. In your primary school,
yes,
have you ever been a class prefect?
Yes, I became the president, but recently I became the class prefect. That is in class 6. I can remember class 7. That time I was elected the school president. I served the whole of class 8. Yeah.
So yani as in leadership tu imekuwa tu pamoja na.
Yeah, I thank the Lord because any post that I've been vying, have never failed. I can say that confidently. I've tried several posts, but I've never failed. Yeah, okay, yeah, I've never failed.
What about your high school now?
My high school, it was a bit of challenging because I had got genuine competitors, by the way, and I won at long last, but I won with somehow like 27 votes. I was ahead of my worthy competitor with 27 votes because it was one man, one vote by then. Yes, that is in Oribo boys, yeah. No, Iratanga boys, yeah. Yeah.
So now you finished just in your primary and high school, just to ask.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten hard times in leadership? And as in situation unakumbuka unasema, na leadership imenipeleka ni ngumu.
Yes. Yeah. But the way it was somehow challenging because you know, as a leader, it is always required that you be at the top in everything.
Sure.
You can be at the top in terms of your speech, in terms of presentability, but you might find a challenge when it comes to academic wise, you're not at the top. You get? You can be among the top 10 or you can be among the top 20, but the students expect that our leader should be number 1. That's the first challenge. Yeah. Number 2, maybe you have got your manifesto by the time you wanted to get into your leadership position, and you find it hard to implement your manifesto because maybe what you want and the administration, they are more or less not the same. All right? Yes.
So now just in your leadership in your primary in high school, what's that one thing that keeps you being a leader, that keeps you saying that I want to be a leader more? Okay, number 1, you know, it is already said that it is good to get from the people, and also I myself, I have got personalities. All right. Number 1, I usually see that I can serve when given an opportunity. That is number 1. Sure. Number 2, I usually say that what somebody cannot do in town, but the time is he or she is in the leadership, I can do it when my time is, or when I'm given time. That's number 2. Then number 3, I usually say that I can push something despite of the condition until it is done when opportunity is given to me. That's why I said I usually admire to be a leader when given an opportunity. Yes. So kwa wale tu wenye wataki leadership or wale wenye wanaona leadership hadi misidai or something, utaweza waambia aje?
Okay, and I can tell them, you know, not all of us are leadership, are leaders in terms of heading others, but I believe everybody is a leader of his or her own life, right?
Yeah, sure.
You know, my friend, number 1, if you are a leader, it is something inside that it is God-given. How would you say it? A leader is something God-given skills, something like that. Now I can tell my friends who doesn't see leadership in terms of it is something like bulky or burdenness. I can tell my friend, if you have sacrificed yourself to be a leader, just try in terms of just try your luck, all right? You know, it is always said that opportunity. You doesn't see opportunity unless you create it for your own self.
Jina wale azini nilikuwa nasema because you are a school prefect both in primary and high school. And it's clear that prefect are hated, bwana.
Exactly.
Kuna mtu ashakupiga ama
it is always said it is good to be it is good to be hated but respected. Alright?
Sure.
You know, even let me just bring the current regime which is now leading our country. I believe our leader, who is the current president, is hated but is respected.
Sure.
So you agree with that?
I agree.
There are some people who laughed at me, but most of them hated me because you know, where a leader is, you find it's hard to bring out what you want. You see, you can't comment on anything where a leader is, right? You have just to look on your sentence very well.
Nini ndio ilikuwa inakufanya uchukiwe?
Number 1, you know, in a leader, most of the groups you will find them come they don't follow the school regulations. That's number 1.
Sure.
You will despite that you are also a student, you know, we have got school rules, all right, and you will find it despite it's hard to follow, but you have just to abide with them. Now I was trying to impose the student to somehow follow the school rules, right? To my perspective, where I could with the executive that I was given by then. Yes.
So now you made it to campus.
Yes.
Despite the fact that ulikuwa prefect, and we know that prefect hawakuwa wanapata time ya kusoma, wakimbizana 1-2. Most of them pia walikuwa dining pia kwa kimbizana sana to player.
Yeah.
Pamoja na wale wengine wa kurudia hapo nyuma.
Yeah.
So you made it to campus finally.
Yeah.
Now you are in campus.
Yeah.
And now tulisikia ulikuwa unataka kutafuta president.
Yeah.
What that one thing that driven you to vie for presidency?
Okay. Actually, I wanted to be the current regime. I believe I could be there by then if I could contest. I'm sorry, Kanajisifu, but sikujisifu, it is the truth.
Yeah.
But what I can say, I wanted to vie for the president indeed. But the very day that I was supposed to send my application letter, I had got emergency home. That was on a Thursday.
Yeah.
I rushed back home until I failed to bring my applications. But that's not the end.
Yeah, that's not the end. True.
That's not the end, yeah. Now I failed to vie by then, but I believe what I can tell my friends or people who have been following me closely, that don't lose hope, right?
Yeah.
I'm playing my cards wisely. When time will come, we shall talk about that. Yes.
And now it's clear that you are from Nyanza.
Yeah.
And we had an aspirant from Nyanza.
Yeah.
It's that amuelewani or something kwa sababu umesimama akasimama.
The aspirant vied for a president who is called Moi, right?
Yeah.
Moi vied for a president, but unfortunately he lost.
Yeah.
Aaron won the day, right?
Yeah.
But by then Moi applied, but he didn't inform me.
Yeah.
Now by any chance I could have applied by then. Tungekuwa kwa ballot na Moi, but we could have seen what to do because both of us we speak one language.
We speak one language. True.
Yes. But kitu kama tuelewani, that is not there by the way. Tunaelewana and we are planning for the best when time comes. Yeah.
So now ndio huyo unfortunately hajapata.
Yeah.
And now the current, first and foremost, do you side with Ruto, as in Aaron now, Aaron Kipkorir now, because now
Ako kwa government, eh?
Yeah, ako government.
Okay, I can say this, let me say this, if any case the current president will see. Aaron, when he started his political career, that I believe in when we were in something like 1.2 or 2.1, he told me that Justus, I want to go and vie for president, and I see the capability in you. Will you kindly vie for an SG so that I vie for president? Then we were in one accord with Aaron. That is up to the very last moment that Aaron fortunately went away. But actually Aaron anajua that tulikuwa na kitu kimoja, but they were supposed to contest for an SG, but unfortunately I went away. Right?
Yeah.
I went away. Now, despite our
tunasikia tu president, tunasikia uko hapo.
But currently saizi wako kushukani na Aaron wako kushukani with these people. What I can just say that let him just serve the people of prayer, the students of prayer, right? Yeah. Then my time is also coming, and I believe when my time shall have reached by then, we'll talk a different story. But currently, we are just together. We're just friends. Yeah. We are just together.
So una beef na yeye or something, uko tu sawa.
Despite that we talk, but no politically. There's politics and there's friendship.
Yeah.
Now when it comes to politics, we can somehow side apart. Yeah. But when it comes to friendship, we can just build together. Yeah. Even Aaron and Moi, I believe they are friends because there is time for politics and there's time for friendship. Right? Yes. Now, do you agree with me?
Yeah, I agree. 100%. So now, coming out of the Presbyterian University. Yeah. So now, are you looking forward to be a leader?
Yeah. Okay. What I can say, my friend, you are a student like me, and I want to say this for those who will watch it.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to say this. My fellow students, I believe you believed I was going to lead by this year, but unfortunately I failed to contest. Don't lose hope in me. Yeah. And I'm playing my card so well. God willing, by next year we will see where to put our story. But I'm working so well on my card so that we will speak when it comes next year.
We'll still buy.
It is too early because this is media. There are things that you can't say it openly in the media. But what I can say, when time comes next year, we will see how to play our cards.
See about it.
But my fellow friends, don't lose hope in the relationship that you gave on to me by then. The time is coming. Yeah, time is coming.
And now that it is clear that before 2027 you will be having your first degree.
Yeah.
Will you be interested to vie for one of the position in the national government?
National government.
Yeah.
Okay. it is too early, but let me just speak.
Yeah.
You know, my friend, it is always said that 1,000 miles start with a mile.
Well, yeah.
And even me, it is too early to say this, but I believe by early, before I reach my early 30s or early 27, because currently I'm 22, by 2027 I will be playing with someone, but when it comes 2032 I know I'll be there. Yes, 2027 I'll not
because
contest for any post.
In episode 8 we had Joy Phyllis, and he also contested for presidency. He said that 2027 he'll be in the ballot in the national government.
You know, my friend, the only problem with I myself, I don't always like promising what I cannot do.
Sure.
Yeah. You know, everybody knows his capabilities and what he or she can do. Now I can't promise people by 2027 I'll be there, but what I know, 2027 I'll side my friend who is currently at Gigaton University. By 2032 I will be there for a very big post. I'm God willing. I'll be there for a very big post. Yes, and trust me on that.
And
trust me on that.
Are you interested being an MC,
an
a senator, head of a constituency, governor? Yeah, because now presidency bado hujafika age.
Hujafika age. I can say this, my friend. You know, everybody has his or her own plan, and don't expect that you can start to cut a tree at the top or in the middle. You have just to cut the whole trees when you divide it some sub kind of branches. I can say this, the post that I'm vying for, I'm really yearning for to get in Kabondo Kasipul, that is probably an MP, an MP when that time shall have come. Yes, for now. But the issue of governor we shall say when the MP position shall have gone how I wanted it. All right? Yes, because I believe by next year time like this we'll be speaking other story when tutakuwa uko ndani kwa office. Rather than the pusa. Right? Yes.
Na hii MCA mnaachia nani?
Okay, MCA can say MCA. Okay,
sababu umebeba sana MCA ndogo sana.
Si ndogo lakini unajua kila mtu akona capability yake. You have been working on the constituency, you know how it is, how things move across. Now according to how I've seen things, I believe I'll play so nice, I'll meander so nice by then until I play my card safe. And I'm very sure by 2032 God willing, you'll interview me the same, I don't know the place, but the same media will interview me in another position, but not here.
Sure.
Yes.
God will make it happen.
Yes.
How I pray it will be successful. So now because now you are yearning to be a great leader, which are some of the things that unasema nikiingia kwa hii leadership nitakuja kuchange kwa sababu si.
Okay, let me just start with the current situation. I don't want to promise home because you're not uko home with ndio. You're coming from Masai, right? Yeah. But me I come from Nyanza. Now let me just start with here. You know, the current regime, what I can say is that they are trying their best. Let me, when you walipita kina Ezra, let me not talk about Haron Juga, kina Haron walingia hapa juzi. Let me talk the kinds of Ezra. They tried what they could, but they could reach the perspective, right? Now I myself, what I wanted is that the voice of the student to be heard, because that's the big deal, all right? And there are things that I believe during my rank, I'll put them in my manifesto. I do not say them here, but there's a time that I will say them. I believe what I will do, number one, is that I'll try so hard so that we are not the way we are. I know you believe what you are saying. You know what I'm saying. I'll try so that we are not at a position where we are at now. I know Ezra and the current SG tried, the likes of Hila, they tried, but they tried pushing, by the way, because by then I was a delegate. And the manifesto, they tried changing such kind of things that we were really happy. But during my rank, I believe the drastic change will be seen. Or you want to ask me how?
Just hold on. Because by the history and address code imekuwa imesumbua kila msee. Naona kwanza mademu wanalalamika, wanasema tumeonewa sisi upande hii sana.
In terms of kushuka, things like that,
And I don't know how, but now iko venye iko.
Okay, in terms of that, unajua sasa hizi official, they do that. I'm like opposition. They started calling me like I'm at the position in Pwe, but I'm not. By the way, that's why squeeze. You'll rarely find me in politics in Pwe. I don't want to oppose, but let me talk when the right time shall come.
And what if historia, the current regime, if fail,
yeah?
Will you question them?
Okay, you know, there's something known as when a dilapidated government is left onto your hands, it is very hard for you to implement your agendas, because what could be implemented by then, how come implement? Do you get that? Now, when they shall have failed, personally, I believe that office naendanga always regularly. Even the current one I used to go, and they could present me just as this is what you have done, and now, if any case they shall have failed, number one, you'll have to question them why, and if any case the administration is what has made them to fail, then we'll see how to talk to them.
Now that you are not in any position right now, will you still question them?
I have to, but then you know, both of us, we are citizens of where. Let me call that. If something is wrong in the PUSA, you have got the opportunity to go and ask. Do you get that? Because it is you who made those people to be there. Alright? Now you have got all the opportunity to go and ask them, mbona haijafanyika? You say that you'll erase for us a student center. Iko wapi? Do you get that? And what is the problem that has made you not to bring this into practice? Such kind of questions. But if any case they don't answer me genuinely, then you can speak other story. Yes, there are several ways of killing a rat. Yes.
What about the impeachment story?
Impeachment?
Will you impeach?
Okay, you're not the first person to ask me this. I've been asked this with several people. That do you want to impeach the current president? Do you want to impeach what? My friend, I can say, okay, the current institution that we are, the story of impeachment, it is not somehow easy, but it is easier if you want. But you know, we are building ourselves to become leaders. I can't file an impeachment story towards someone because that is politics. All right. Both of us were being mentored to become leaders. But what I can say, I can give this guy an ultimatum or a time frame before he or she vacates the office. By any chance the current regime fails to turn up to what we want, then you can speak other story, such like impeachment, but you can't be on the impeachment that much. Yes.
So now, because we have dwelled much in this side of leadership now, let's now twende ile part ingine jeje ongelewa sasa. What if now the next sasa term comes and now unfortunately you fail to? I'm not saying that you fail, but just for God's sake, for God forbid that you fail.
I failed. Okay. In terms of I failed to reach where I want. Number one, when I started this conversation, I said, in my political era or in political life, I've never contested for something until I became a failure. Si hata kujisifu, but that is the truth. But in any time, by any case, such kind of thing happens with a valid reason, then I will accept. But if any case it fails in terms of things like if any case it is not somehow self-explanatory to me, then I will have to ask myself a question, why? And the people who made me to fail, why? Right? Yes. Failing in terms of vetting or in terms of election? Or what is the question?
Both.
In terms of election, that one you can't say right away because it is too early. But in terms of vetting, I believe when the genuine reason shall have been told to me, that Justus, this is what you have done, and we don't see you as a valid person that can do this, then if any case it is valid, even me myself, I accept the sense, then we want to say, then let me go and rectify myself, right? And remember, okay, let me not say this one right now, I would say it next time.
Next time now, because we'll be just coming here because now next time you'll be on ballot. That's the main the disclaimer.
Okay, that is what you have said, but personally I have not said it.
Yeah.
But I believe it. If any case I will be there, then I believe it shall be well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shall be well.
Shall be well. Yes.
So now, take a scenario that you are now the current president, and now haijakuwa ikienda vizuri, and now unfortunately umekuwa impeached. What are some of the steps you will take?
Number one, if any case I be the president, number one, what I make sure I raise is that the parliament, because for you to be impeached, it is the parliament that will impeach you, right?
Sure.
Even the current situation is so the Mwangaza, the governor of Meru, the MCS already impeached him, but they still could impeach the governor, right?
Yeah.
Now, by any chance I be, let me call myself the president, then I be impeached, then I believe if there's a parliament that can impeach me, then I will accept. But somebody somewhere cannot just rise up and say that we are impeaching the Justus. Which steps are we going to follow?
Yeah.
Yes, and the government and the parliament is not there. The parliament is the
Just
delegates.
talking of the impeachment story. Which part in your leadership skills that you always see unasema hapa nitajaribu kurekebisha kidogo sipo, you just yourself mali uko perfect kidogo.
Number one, you know, when we came to prayer, we said that okay, let me just ask
according
you
to you,
according to me, before I answer will you allow me to ask you a question?
Yeah.
If any case you have seen a lady, what do you first look at the lady at? Unaangalia nini kwa msichana ukiangalia kwanza?
According to us, ni appearance.
Appearance, right? Now, when I shall get to that position number one, I have to change the appearance of the school, because you know, when you are comparing something, at least you can do yours better, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, because now it's just open and true that the institution that you are in is world class in terms of education.
Yes.
His degree is very valuable.
Yes.
It's valuable.
Yeah.
Now it's open out here. So now, how will you say that Puya will continue being producing competent students? Okay, even I can say, but our school is really doing good. I've worked in several institutions, let me just say other universities. Then when they hear of Puya, then they ask, is it within Africa? Is it within Kenya? They actually ask me, it is within Africa. Now I can say, we are in a very good pace, but we need to tighten our nuts in terms of registration of students. The students who are graduating this year with valid and genuine degrees, I believe they are valid, because you have a charter. My wish is also that when they go outside, at least they bring for us 2 to 3 students, right? Imagine in Puebla of 5,000 or 6, a number, and if an individual takes a responsibility to go and convince 1 or 2 students who are just completed from 4 that Puebla is good, this is the advantage and disadvantage. See, we will have more students, right? I believe if you do that. But just to cut you, is that the student from your current institution, they are very disciplined.
In fact, they are very, very disciplined.
And it is open out here, and everyone can see that now that when you now want to be now a leader, I believe that now you are also disciplined, because you can't stay with giants and fail to be a giant.
Exactly.
How will you make sure that the discipline is retained?
Or the discipline nature. That's not a big deal, by the way, because you know, discipline comes inwardly, right? And I believe where the rules that have been endorsed at some made us to be disciplined also. See you kweli? Now what I'll do, I'll ensure is that the rules that have been put there on the practice, some Okay, both of them are good. Let me not go against the constitution. Both of them are good, but I'll make sure that the students, the constitution that is there, it is well followed, so that the discrimination can be seen on students. Yes.
So now, thank you for your time, by the way.
Yes.
Because you have knew more about leadership, you have interacted more. Because our director here, Sevania, is just telling us because of time, just to talk to your fellow comrades now. Tell them something.
What I can tell my fellow comrades is that election is over. Despite we won or we lose, I believe all what we plan, some won, some lost, but we thank the Lord. Number one, let me wish them success in their exams. Then number two, let me wish them a Christmas that they go home. But what the main aim is that when the right time comes, please, my fellow comrades, let us produce and elect a very good leaders. That's number one, that can present us well. Then number two, I personally, please don't usiseme that Justus give up, just amefanya nini. I'm still there, and the trust that you gave to me recently, please just continue trusting me. Next year is still there. We'll see what to do. And thank you so much, by the way, comrades, and I believe we are going to work together when the right time comes.
But and still move together as 273 Media. By this, siatuambie fans wako basi wa subscribe.
Okay. To my fans, by the way, subscribe to
273 Media.
273 Media. It is a very good media, by the way. It interviews both leaders, artists, and several people. Please, just subscribe to this channel, support the directors and everyone who is supporting it, and I believe it shall be wow. Then lastly, I was forgetting. Let me send a message to the regime that is now in the government. I want to tell them, please, you are elected there. We gave you the responsibility to represent us, please. Kindly represent us well, and do what you can at your regime, and I will believe in you that your manifesto, what you told us at the end of that during the debate session, you will implement it with an effective effect, and we believe that your leadership shall be seen. Yes, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. So now, without further ado, we'll stop it from there and we call it a wrap for now. Thank you, and thank you again for support of 273 Media. We are moving together indeed. So let's meet on the next video.
The Sean_273 Media. We are moving together.